My name is Robert Arbogast. I'm the pastor of the Olentangy Christian Reformed Church. That is a church in the Calvinist theological tradition. Many centuries ago, John Calvin wrote a letter. And in that letter, he very hesitatingly said, it's okay to charge interest on loans. He was very hesitant to say that because he was afraid of the monster that might be unleashed if his words were taken in a way that went beyond his meaning. Calvin said it's okay to charge interest on business loans. When somebody wants to expand her business, certainly lend the money, lend it at interest, and that's okay. That's John Calvin. He was very cautious about that. Cautious because of the overall tenor of biblical testimony, which is essentially this: business interests are not to trump human interests. The interests of making money, the interests of making a profit, are not to come before the interests of compassion and of justice. Now take, for example, Joe the pizza delivery guy. Yes, his name really is Joe. And yes, he does have a driver's license. Joe, the pizza delivery guy, has a problem. The brakes on his car need to be repaired. But he has another problem. He can't afford the repair. So what is he supposed to do? Well, he has to take out a loan, I suppose. But it's unconscionable to charge Joe 391% effective annual interest on a loan to get his brakes fixed. Right. It's also unconscionable to structure the loans in such a way that he may wind up having to take out a second loan in order to pay off the first loan. And that's why we urge a vote of yes on issue 5. And I'll say that again. Yes on issue 5. I'm going to conclude with just one more thing. Somewhere it is written, it's in the book of Proverbs. I don't remember the reference. But it runs like this: whoever is generous to the poor makes a loan to the Lord. Whoever is generous to the poor makes a loan to the Lord. Now let's suppose, for the sake of argument, that you are making a loan to the Lord. How much interest are you going to charge? Vote yes on issue 5.
Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you. I'm Gemat Doon from Noor Islamic Cultural Center in Dublin. I'm here to represent them. I'm in the outreach committee. As Muslims, of course, we support this initiative by Bread and the congregations of Bread. It's against Islam to charge interest according to the Quran. In chapter 2, verse number 272, Allah forbids, or God in Arabic, Allah forbids interest and allows trade. We are to fight for this. We are to say yes to this issue, because this is not only immoral, it's injustice to the people, to the poor people who need it the most. I don't know how it got to 391% in the first place. How did we allow that? Okay, so we have it. We have to vote yes for it, and all of the Muslims of Central Ohio are with you. Vote yes for issue 5.
I am George Glacier from St. Stephen's Episcopal Church. And I was pretty sure that my sister and brothers would adequately, more than adequately, address all the biblical injunctions as to why you vote yes on issue 5. So I want to tell you a story, and then I want to tell you why I'm angry. The story is this: those of us who have made clear early on how we feel about predatory payday lending have heard stories from church members, synagogue members, temple members about being taken advantage of. I just heard one yesterday Not from a church member, but from someone that I see on a regular basis. And it came in this context. He said, "Do you ever tell your parishioners how to vote?" And I said, "For candidates, no. On issues, I do tell them what I think and what the church believes." And I said something about issue 5. And he said, "Yeah, I know about that intimately." He said, "My son took out a loan, and then a loan, and then a loan." And the word he used for what those payday lenders did to his son, I hate to even mention the word, he used the word rape. But it conveys the sense of violation. And he said it took so long to get him out of that horrible situation he was in. We've all heard the stories. Now let me tell you what I'm angry about. We're not here today because issue 5 is going to close down payday lenders. We're here today because of greed. The word up here, stop the greed. This is about greed. This is not about whether you're going to make money or not make money. This is about making more money. Greed is not American. Capitalism is not based solely on greed. There's a reason all the biblical injunctions tell us to be careful when it comes to interest, when it comes to unleashing greed. And I am angry to be out here on such a cold day talking about something that no one but the greedy would want to do, which is charge 391% interest, or to support any kind of legislation that would do to people what that young man had done to him, and what we all know is done over and over and over again in predatory payday lending. I urge you to vote yes on issue 5. Yes on 5. Yes on 5.